Today we are going to see point number 3 from chapter number 1st, that are the interaction of gene. Previously we have seen the chromosomal theory of inheritance, which are proposed by the W.S. Sutton and Boyer in 1902. That are the theory of gene are the part of a chromosome. During the uh, propose of this theory, that scientists have given a three assumption that we have a proof by the comparing or the similarity showing the gene and the chromosome. In this lecture we are going to see the interaction of a gene. Earlier Mendel was considered one gene is responsible developing a single character or the phenotype of a organism. Earlierly Mendel was believed that in an organism character character or the phenotype character will be expressed due to the single gene. But Mendelian ratio about the monohybrid ratio and the dihybrid ratio, monohybrid ratio that to 3:1, and the dihybrid ratio 9:3, 3:3, and 3:1. That ratio are given by the Mendel on the basis of the contrasting characters. But after Mendel in 1900, it is now considered as a phenotype of a organism or individual. It is formed due to interaction of more than one gene. After that Mendel's 2 ratio or the Mendel law, there is some invention are the done in a genetics. In that invention, that is a considered as the phenotype of a organism or a individual is a form due to interaction of a one or a more gene. That means some character are observed in a that plants. It is due to the interaction between the that genes due to which that character will be expressed. Then there are the different types of interaction seen in, such as a complementary interaction, epistasis interaction, inhibitory interaction, polymeric, and the additive interaction. That type of interaction we are going to see in this. In today's lecture we are going to see the first two interaction, that are the complementary interaction and the epistasis interaction. Let's see what is a complementary interaction. When two or more non-allelic dominant genes are present alone, and then each gene produces its own trait or characters. But when these two genes are present together, they interact and produce or express a different phenotypic trait. Such gene is known as a complementary gene, and the interaction is known as a complementary gene interaction. Let's see, when two or more non-allelic dominant gene, when two or more non-allelic dominant gene present alone, and then each gene produce own trait. Let's see, there are the two non-allelic dominant gene, they produce its own traits. But when these two gene present togetherly, when these two genes present togetherly, they interact with each other and they interact each other and they produce different phenotypic trait. Such type of a gene is known as a complementary gene, and the interaction between these two genes is known as a complementary interaction. Let's see, that are the statement of a complementary interaction. How that an interaction prove that in the sweet pea plant producing red flower containing the both complementary non-allelic gene, namely capital C and capital R, while C plant producing the white flower contain either dominant gene capital C or non-allelic dominant gene capital R. Let's see, in first case, red flower, the production of a red flower, it depends upon the dominant gene, non-allelic dominant gene capital C and the capital R. In case of white flower, they are either only present of capital C or capital R, then only out of two one is present, then only it produce white flower. If these two are present, they produce the red flower. From this result, it is a very clear that the red color of flower, it is a due to the interaction of a two complementary non-allelic dominant gene, namely capital C and capital R. Both the both the parent develop white flower because one parent is without dominant gene capital C and other parent lack of a non-allelic dominant gene capital R. Thus, both are parent develop white flower only when their genotype either capital C, small r, or small c, capital R. The complementary capital C and capital R come together in a F1 generation or F1 hybrid plant that produces the red flower, and F2 generation in a checkerboard, it shows the ratio of a 9 to 7, that is a ratio of a complementary interaction. Let's see, in a sweet plant there are the two type of plants are present. One producing the red flower, but red flower when producing, there is a both non-allelic gene are the dominant, that is a capital C and the capital R, then only that produces the red flower. In another side, out of these two dominant gene, one gene is producing, that means a capital C or capital R. Out of two, one gene is a dominant and the another gene is a smaller, that means a small c or small r are present, then only it produces the white flower. The complementary reaction tells that the when two dominant gene present together, then only it produces the their own effect. That means capital C and the capital R, these are the two dominant gene, they are present together, then only in a F1 generation they produces the red color flower. Okay, let's see how are the interaction will be done. The parents are the plant and the white flower plant and the red flower plant. Here I have mistake one, there is both side there is a white flower, one side there is a red flower. Then genotype capital C, small r. Okay, then small c, capital R, then cross to each other, capital C, small c, capital R, then cross to each other, then it produces the F1 hybrid. What is F1 hybrid? Capital C, capital R, small r. Let's see, in these two type of a gene, one that are the made up of a one for the dominant gene C and the another for dominant gene R, due to which that produces the red flower. In a F1 generation, in F2 for the F2 generation, F1 generation selfing will be done, gamete formation will be takes place. With the help of checkerboard, we can easily understand. In a first line there is a male gamete are given, and in second line there is female gamete are given. The crossing are made. After the crossing will be take place of a one female plant with the all male plant, then another female plant with all male plant. In this way crossing are made, then we get a answer 9 plant showing the red flower producing, and the one plant showing then the 7 plant producing the white flower. This is the complementary reaction proof. That means it is a dependent of the production of a red flower, it is a totally dependent upon the two dominant non-allelic gene. Okay, I hope you have understand. Let's see the concept number second or the interaction number 2. Previously we see the when two genes present alone they produce own trait, but they present together they produces the different trait. But in epistasis interaction there are the one interaction are given when two or more gene have a same effect on a given trait is known as a epistasis. When two or more genes having same effect on a given trait is known as a epistasis. Gene interaction. Let's see, a single character is controlled by two or more gene independently. Such interaction is known as the epistasis. Simply, that is a masking effect. We also called as a epistasis is nothing but the two or more gene have a same effect on a given trait, or the two or more gene control the trait of that organism. This was firstly observed by Schul in 1940. All recorded this type of interaction in a Capsula bursa pastrosis. In this plant, epistasis reaction will be recorded by the Schul in 1940. Let's see example of a epistasis. There are the two different varieties of a plant. One with the triangular capsular fruit, and the another it is a oval shaped capsular fruit. The crossing over made between these two varieties, F1 hybrid, produce the triangular fruit. This indicates that the triangular variety is a dominant over a oval variety. After selfing of a F1 generation, they produces the F2 generation, and the F2 generation shows to the ratio 15:1. 15 showing the triangular variety and the 1 showing the oval variety. Let's see, how reaction will be take place. Triangular fruit having the genotype capital C, capital C, capital D, capital D, and the oval variety small c, small c, small d, small d. Then crossing will be take place in a F1 generation. They produces the capital C, small c, capital D, small d, and that are the triangular fruit. In a F1 generation, selfing will be done. In a F2 generation, gamete are formation. With the help of checkerboard, we can easily determine the ratio of a F2 generation. Let's see, two genes are responsible the production of a one effect. Okay, two genes are responsible for the production of a one character. That means capital C and capital C and the capital D. Those genes are present where they show the triangular variety. Okay, if there is a small c and small d are present, that means they are the oval variety. In this 16 offspring, there is only one offspring showing the oval variety. Okay, I hope you have clear that. When we crossing will be done, we can easily understand. Okay, this is about the today's lecture, complementary interaction and the epistasis interaction. I hope you have understand. If you don't understand any concept or the any points, please comment below the section. Thank you.